So, out of timeouts, Arizona with the ball. It's a quick layup put up by Ari McDonald. She's now up to 9 points. And now it's an 18-point lead for Arizona in the first 30 seconds of the game. Even with Stony Brook's defense, this is all about Arizona's offense. McDonald, the Pac-12 Player of the Year, putting up one heck of a front, averaging over 19 points per game. Mackenzie Boucher at the top of the perimeter, sets over deep to the left wing for Warren. She'll work her way through a double team, gets out of it, fires over to Zeiss left wing. She'll step back, takes a three. Too strong off the back iron, picks up her own rebound, gets over to Scott. Right lane jumper, off the mark, no good. Mackenzie Boucher picks it up. Her shot was blocked by Reese and is picked up by Pellington.
Wow, not a great... A couple of good looks for Stony Brook and a good decision by Haley Zeiss to pass it up to the wide open Erlette Scott, but that does not bode well for this Stony Brook offense.
And Pellington with her layup, that was just too strong for her and get inside the paint, and rebounds picked up by Zeiss. So she'll give it off to Dingle as she'll cross the timeline. Stony Brook looking to try and find an answer defensively and offensively as Puello tried to reach in against Scott to try and get the ball, but it went out of bounds. Last touched by Puello. It stays with Stony Brook with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
And Puello's been watching from the bench. She's been analyzing how this Stony Brook offense has been run. A lot of lackadaisical passes early on.
So Scott, look at the inbound over to Dingle. She'll set herself up top of the perimeter. To her left for Scott. Stony Brook needs to be careful with how the defense plays for the Wildcats. Zeiss top of the perimeter. To her left for Scott. Well guarded. Scott getting double team, gets out of it, goes over to Zeiss. Now to Dingle left wing, sets up for three, out the backboard and in. What a big three made by Dingle as she cuts the deficit to 15. First shot from deep from Stony Brook today.
Sometimes a bit of luck.
All the luck that Stony Brook will need if they want to get themselves back in this game. Pellington at the right, out to the right lane, goes out to the top for McDonald. Thought about three, now she'll take it against Donald and Warren, and she got the response. McDonald's also very elite with her three-point shooting. She is just about 30% from deep this season. She was just under 30% coming into this game, but there's a lot of open room as the pass over to Warren was tipped away and it's picked up by McDonald. And still, it's a lot of tough luck for Stony Brook that their offense can't work past Arizona's defense still. McDonald right wing, trying to go inside over to Lauren Ware, who couldn't hold on to the pass well as it goes out of bounds and has a turnover on Arizona. 7:32 left to go in the second quarter. Arizona's leading Stony Brook 31-13.
Well, sometimes when you get a long-range bank shot to go, that helps build momentum for your team, but a quick answer on the Wildcats side stifled any sort of momentum that this Stony Brook offense could produce. Right now, they find themselves trailing by 18.
Dingle feeding the full court press, pushing herself in for a layup, was bumped, no foul. Rebounds picked up by Thomas, gets a quick over to Pellington, lays it up and in. Now Warren with the ball as Arizona opens up a 20-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Warren right wing. She'll work her way around Puello. Try to push it inside for a contested layup. Was blocked. No foul was called. And Puello picks up the rebound. Now Puello going the other way. Goes over to Ware. And we have an offensive foul called. Drawn by Isaiah Dingle. And that's against Puello.
But that's another example, Zach, of when Stony Brook was back on offense. They tried to force up a contested shot. That's not how you claw your way back into this game and make this a ball game. You're trailing by 20. You need to take smart shots, open shots. That's the only way you can get back into this.
The full court press as everything was facing. Gets a cross court over to Scott as they beat it out. And Scott getting double teamed. And we have a whistle and a foul called against Arizona. Almost looked like Scott was out of bounds, but they'll say McDonald was the one who pushed.
So there's 20 seconds on the shot clock for Stony Brook. Take a smart shot. Make good passes. Don't make lazy passes. But take an open shot. Don't force up any offense.
Pagan with the ball out to the top for Zeiss. Fakes the three, pushes it away inside the paint, left lane. Pushes it away in for a layup, but didn't even hit the rim. But Scott with the offensive rebound, can't get the putback. Pagan with another ball, but they call a loose ball foul against Seawolves. And Erlette Scott's confused as the foul was called on her.
There's a lot of contact. I think the Seawolves wanted a foul against Arizona.
The fact is, these refs are letting both of these teams play. And Arizona is taking a lot more advantage of that than the Seawolves appear to be. So Arizona back with the ball, leading Stony Brook 33-13 with 6:27 left to go in the second quarter. Jordan, you know Stony Brook is really having a hard time against Arizona's offense, not playing the type of defense that they would want in this game. What's it going to take for them to get back in?
Well, again, Zach, they need to take really, really smart shots. Right now, Arizona is swarming on defense, not allowing a lot of open shots, but Stony Brook needs to take advantage of the opportunities they do have.
And they call a blocking foul on Arlette Scott. She was pushed down. Lauren Ware gets the layup and one. And I think this is really going to add a lot more fuel to the fire for Caroline McCombs, because with a play like that, although it did look like Scott was in the restricted section, yeah, who knows whether or not they're taking another look to see whether or not she Ware lowering her shoulder against Scott.
Yeah, Scott was totally in the restricted area, and Ware was going in for a layup. I mean, if she was lowering her shoulder, it was only because she was putting up the shot. There was no offensive foul there, I don't think.
36-13 Arizona, 6 minutes left to go. Scott, right wing, trying to push it inside, goes for a layup that was blocked, and is picked back up by Zeiss, taking a jumper, misses, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stony Brook, and back over to the Wildcats.
Yeah, and this is what it's been. The points in the paint discrepancy, 27-2 in favor of Arizona. And that's a big reason why. They just don't let you get anywhere close to the rim. You got to take a lot of mid-range shots against this team, and that's not Stony Brook's strength.
Well, right now, the best post player on the court right now for Stony Brook is Ania Pagan. You got to see a lot more players like Boucher and Wool come back in if they want to make plays inside the paint. So 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pellington trying to figure it around. Euro steps, tries to get a layup, misses, and Zeiss picks up the rebound. And she draws the foul against Lauren Ware, and that'll be her first. So Stony Brook needs to hope for it that Arizona starts missing a few more shots and they find a little more help of their own. Another substitution as Zeiss will check in for Amori Wool. 5:32 left to go, Arizona up 36-13. The inbound over to Warren. No full court press showing. Warren will be able to cross the timeline against Puello. Warren with the ball. She'll move over to the right wing. Gets a little separation. Out to Arlette Scott. Now to the top for Wool. Wool shifting over to the right wing for Dingle, trying to push her way inside. Goes for a contested layup, and she got it. A little relief there as Dingle breaks the scoring drought. It's 36-15 Arizona at the halfway point of the second quarter.
Yeah, still not a great shot. Dingle's gotten a couple of lucky shots to fall. You need to take smarter shots to chip away.
Puello left wing against Warren. Trying to shift it around to push inside the paint. And we have a jump ball called. Possession arrow is Stony Brook.